very warm welcome to Let's Get It On with me, Suzanne Letting. Each week we're going to be listening to brand new releases from artists all over the globe. So now's the time to grab that cup of tea, that cup of coffee, or even a glass of wine as we get lost in some fabulous music.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, hello and a very warm welcome to your Saturday night with me, Suzanne Letting, here on Let's Get It On. I have got another bumper show for you. I've had a busy 2 weeks, so I've been trying to catch up with all the submissions that's been sent in to me. And guess what? First up, we are going to start tonight's show with the wonderful Dora Gola. She's back with a brand new single. This is Oh Deo. Dora Gola there with Oh Deo. Dora's sensual vocals draws the listener in, telling of the Earth's consciousness and human longing. Her music is strongly influenced by Kate Bush, Gorillaz, Prince, Carl Jenkins Adamus, Hans Zimmer, Bjork, and another artist that I can't pronounce, but you can tell she's giving us those wonderful brooding synths and lavish Eastern sounds driven by a hybrid 80s funk grooves. And if you thought that was going to gently guide you into set one, well, guess who's coming up next? Dream Aria is back with a brand new single. This is Essence. That was Dream Aria there with Essence. They've been making music way back to 2005. You'll find them on Spotify. Some of their tracks are quite long, and I'm going to be including them in the long play shows that I do, and also the long play Beastie tracks that I've done on Spotify for everyone. So you'll be able to go and look them up and listen to some really beautiful long compositions that they have done. Now then, I'm going to follow that up with Colour Theory. This is Proof of Concept, just to warm you up a little.
Craziest notion
Colour Theory there with Proof of Concept, who never seemed to outgrow the 80s. What a wonderful following though Colour Theory has got, and I think you'll agree with me. Some absolutely stunning compositions there for our ears. I'm going to follow that up with Hollywood Brown. This is Shooting Stars. Hollywood Brown there with Shooting Stars, all the way from Birmingham, who creates original 80s inspired retro pop and rock, where he transports us to an imaginary nightclub where it's always Miami in 1984. Now then, get ready, a new artist for you. This is UFO 1982, aka Janice Monja Caballero. This is Lima Sunrise, and I think you're going to enjoy this, and I'll tell you a little bit about her when we come back. That was UFO 1982. Janis Monja Acker, UFO 1982, is a Peruvian producer and composer of electronic music oriented to the subgenre called synthwave, and shows in her compositions a lot of influence of the pop culture of the 80s under the use of film references, soundtracks, science fiction, video games, aesthetics and music of the time. Great artist for us to get to know, like and love. Looking forward to having more. Next up is a group all the way from Sweden who are influenced by groups such as Depeche Mode, Yazoo, Erasure and the Pet Shop Boys. Of course, it's none other than our wonderful Split Vision with their brand new single, House of Cards.
Just believe it. Just grow it. Leave it to the gods of wisdom. Leave it to the hands of knowledge. Don't waste your money. Don't waste your time. Just leave it like it is. Just throw it on the scrapyard. Don't need it. Bring down the house of cards. Forty was the only one. Forty had to make it work then. Don't waste your money. Don't waste your time. Just leave it like it is. Just throw it on the scrapyard. Don't need it. Bring down the house of cards. Leave it to the gods of wisdom. Leave it to the hands of knowledge. Don't waste your tears. Don't waste your fights. Just leave it like it is. Just throw it on the scrapyard. Don't need it. Bring down the house of cards. Don't need it. Bring down the house of cards. For she was your only star. Love was meant to heal the scar. Don't waste your heart. Don't waste your fight. Just leave it like it is. Just throw it on the scrapyard. Don't need it. Bring down the house of cards. Just leave it like it is. Just throw it on the scrapyard. Don't need it. Bring down the house of cards. Just leave it. Just throw it. Don't need it. Bring down the house of cards. Just leave it like it is. Just throw it on the scrapyard. Don't need it. Bring down the house of cards.
That was Split Vision there with their brand new single House of Cards from the album Echoes of a New Spell. Now then, I've had a busy couple of weeks because I've been to Bedfordshire, I've been to Cheshire and I've also been to Liverpool. And when you go to Liverpool, you have to go to the Cavern Club because you see so many amazing artists, and there was one group in there which I was mesmerised by. They were called the Rubber Souls. Now, what they did is they took Beatles songs and they changed the lyrics to their own lyrics, and instead of help I need somebody, it was ouch, please don't desert me. Now when I hear that song, I can't get their song out of my head, and you know, they were bobbing about on stage like the Beatles used to do, and they completely mesmerised me. And do you know what, it was one of the strangest things I've ever seen, and it quite discombobulated me because you had the original song running through your head and you wanted to hear the original lyrics, but when different lyrics were being sung, it was kind of like a mismatch going on in your head. But it was great to see. I loved the atmosphere down that street in Liverpool, and I love Liverpool. We went across the Mersey, and of course course, my mum, bless her, we lost her a year late yesterday, and one of her favourite artists was Jerry and the Pacemakers, so Ferry Across the Mersey was dear to her heart because her family came from Liverpool. Anyway, I'm digressing because I've got another new artist for you to listen to now. This is Universe. This is from the album Memories from Tellers, and this is Alone in the Dark, and I'll tell you a little bit about them when we come back.
Close your eyes and dance.
Like something else that the past still pumping like crazy.
was Universe with Alone in the Dark from the album Memories from Tellus. Now, I think he hails from Hitchin, which is not far from my daughter. Born in 1968, father of 3, and works as an automation engineer. He's always listened to synth music and prefer synth music as it sounded in the early 80s. He's been creating danceable electronic music since 1983 with analog synthesizers and an old drum machine. Entered some music contests but never made it to the finals. But it's great to have Universe on the show, and I'm looking forward to hearing more and sharing more with you. Now, another new artist for you. This is Joe Average with Panic Buttons, and I'll tell you a little bit about Joe Average when we come back.
In event of thermal nuclear explosion, stay inside, close windows and doors, put your head between your legs. Say the world is a mess.
Buttons all around. There's no escape from the other side of town. Voices coming on my radio, telling me which way to go. Yeah, panic buttons. Yeah, panic buttons. What you gonna do when the button is pressed? You put your head between your legs and say the world is a mess. No way, baby, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm gonna party all night, gonna party with you. Yeah, panic buttons. Yeah, panic buttons. Now the end is finally here. Just get down into that party chair. This feeling's gotta be right. For the final night of fright. Yeah, panic buttons. Yeah, panic buttons.
Getting some great reviews on this track. That was Joe Average with Panic Buttons, all the way from Hove in Brighton on the UK South Coast. Now, they are a rave band from the 90s with Mad Mick, well known for the hit track Infinity with the haunting saxophone. I'm looking forward to hearing more from Joe Average. They've not got a lot of followers on Spotify or on Facebook. Now, I think we can change that, can't we? Don't forget, I'm going to be tagging all of the artists on the show on my Facebook page, so you'll be able to go like, follow and share. And I've also added all of these tracks to the Beastie Tracks on Spotify. You'll find that playlist there, and I'll also put the link in the promo about the show. So what have I got for you in set 2? Because we've rinsed through nearly 40 minutes already. So stay tuned. I'll be back from getting a cuppa. I need it. All right, that's my cup of tea done. Now we're going to go over to Doncaster for some post-punk goth duo. James and Jules draw influences from 80s synth and post-punk goth bands like The Cure, Jesus and Mary Jane, Joy Division and Echo and the Bunnyman. And this is their new track, Don't Die in Your Sleep. That was Peak Flow with Don't Die in Your Sleep. Now, if you're looking for something punchy, neoclassical and semi-abstract that leans towards strong musical flavours, you can't go amiss with the avant-garde husband and wife duo Bo Bowen. This is their new track, Mega Monster Party Jam.
Mega Monster Party Jam! That's what I'm gonna do.
I came here to party. How about you?
I'm looking for a man who can play guitar.
Dance by the name of Sweet Finger.
I came here to dance and that's what I'm gonna do.
beautifully bonkers Bobo in there with Mega Monster Party Jam. I love Boboing. I love them because they're authentically unique. They've got their own style and they stick to it and they love what they do. They love creating and they've got immense energy for the music that they do. And I know they do the circuit over in Ipswich, so if you want to see them, do look them up. You'll be able to find out where they're gigging next. And you know, I love my show. I love the fact that my show can introduce you to such diverse artists that probably, and I'm going to say this, BBC Introducing may overlook, because they need to take note. They need to listen to my show, because all of the artists you're listening to, I believe, should be on BBC Introducing. They work so hard, their music. And another one who's given us a monthly song to enjoy is Julian Marsh. And Julian is back with Disco Baby.
Disco baby. Disco baby. Disco is my life. From boogie nights to boogie on down and dim all the lights. Can't stop moving to that disco beat. He's got me rolling. DJ, move my feet. I'm stoned like crazy. I'm near all crazy. I'm a disco freak. Disco heat. I'm moving and grooving like there's no tomorrow. I'm a disco baby. I'm a disco baby. Disco is my savior. Disco is my life. It's the only thing I care about. I'll be dancing in the afterlife. I'm stoned like hazy. I'm miracle crazy. I'm a disco freak. Disco heat. I'm moving and grooving like there's no tomorrow. I'm a disco baby. I'm a disco baby. Dope like hazy, miracle crazy. Strobe like hazy, miracle crazy. Disco, 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 disco baby. I'm stoned like hazy. I'm miracle crazy. I'm a disco freak. Disco heat. I'm moving and grooving like there's no tomorrow. I'm a disco baby. I'm a disco baby. I'm a disco baby. I'm a disco baby.
Now then, that was Julian Marsh with Disco Baby. Now next up is an artist that you've known and you have heard on my show before, Rogue FX, and our Praxis has set up a new project called Liquid Soul, Liquid One Inc. Now the birth of Liquid One Inc. Live Life in Liquid, a new duo bridging the north-south divide in the UK. From the north, Liquid One Inc. emerged from a deep yearning to reconnect with the house and funk sounds. While one synthwave journey had taken me down pristine 5-lane sonic highways, I felt pulled back to those raw moments in dimly lit nightclubs where massive bass lines would hit you in the chest and entire rooms moved as one organism. The filter sweeps, the analogue warmth, the primal groove. Liquid Soul embodies this return perfectly, stripping away complexity to focus on fundamental bass, minimal EQ, and that pure dance floor energy that transforms bodies into rhythm. And from the south, loved the concept of Liquid One Inc. to capture the magical moments he'd witnessed when he was DJing. The filter frequencies that made crowds explode, the way bass lines locked into perfect grooves, how mashed up elements could transform entire rooms. So here you've got North and South joined together in Liquid Soul, and this is Liquid Soul, one of the first tracks to be released by the duo. Oh, I wish my old bones would let me groove like I used to when I was younger. I would certainly be on that dance floor. That was Liquid Soul Inc. with Liquid Soul. Now next up is Mystic Alpin with Touch by Touch.
Touch by touch, you're my all-time lover.
Staying by my side, and the love you give to me, it makes my heart heart is full of love. It makes me a little tough. Love's the game that we play night and day. When our love is clear and bright, it's our way to see the light. There's a fire in our hearts night and day. Do it, we still do it night and day. You're my all-time lover. Do it, we still do it in a way like there is no other. Touch by touch, you're my all-time lover. Skin to skin, come under my cover.
Touch by touch, skin to skin. Oh,
Do it, we still do it night and day. You're my all-time lover. Do it, we still do it in a way like there is no other. Touch by touch, you're my all-time lover. Skin to skin, come under my cover. Touch by touch, you're my all-time lover.
Oh, you can always guarantee Mystic Alpin is going to raise our spirits. And Fred Jaklich is a 65-year-old music producer from Austria. They've been described as Beauty and the Beast because his other partner is Janine Rossi. What a great pair they are, and what a brilliant song that was too. Love that. Now then, next up is Rogue FX, this time with his track We Belong.
Out of the dark into the light. It's a new day, it's a new night. Taking a chance with destiny. Get to feeling strong. It's the right time, 'cause we belong. Because
Rogue FX with We Belong. You know, I hear that intro and I wish I was so many things. I wish I was a great keyboard player. I wish I could play the saxophone. I wish I could sing better. So many things these artists do so perfectly. I can only hope to aspire to them. But it's time. It's time, isn't it, to learn your craft. And these guys have been doing it for so many years. It's only right and proper that they get some recognition for their work. Now then, I've got a new artist for you up next. This is Nito with Scar Dog, and I'll explain who they are when we come back.
Looking back and reflecting on about who I used to be, realizing now that you were never meant for me. Time and time again you tried so hard to break me. The best thing I ever did was set myself free. And I never wanted you to know. I never thought I could let you go into the future and the unknown. Sometimes in life, you're better off alone. Though it's been some time now and I'm happy I've moved on, working on myself, trying to find where I belong. I love this new chapter and most things are going great. On a crazy scale of 1 to 10, you were at least an 8. And I never wanted you to know. I never thought I could let you go into the future and the unknown. Sometimes in life, you're better off alone. And I never wanted you to know. I never thought I could let you go into the future and the unknown. Sometimes in life, you're better off alone.
Nito there with Scar Dog. Nito is a reggae, rock, ska, punk band from Tempe, Arizona. This multi-genre all-star band is bursting with musical talent, powerful lyrics and one-of-a-kind sound. Every song is different from the last, so they can fit on any bill and can play any style of music. They've shared the stage with the Dirty Heads, Peto Banton, Seedless, Catastro, Pacific Dub, the Agrolites, Badfish, Authority Zero, Urban Life, Toots, and the Maytals, and the Irie. And I think they're one to watch. It's great to have them on the show. Thank you so much for bringing them in. And that track was from their album Beautiful Mess. Now, who have I got next for you? Well, this next artist heard the opening few bars of Gary Newman's Our Friends Electric, which changed his life. It was like a doorway opened into a new reality for him, an alien landscape that I felt oddly at home in. So this is In This Mode, and this is That Was Then, and I think this is an artist you're going to love. And he is going to lead us nicely into set 3, which, as you know, is the palette changers. This is the opportunity for other artists from other genres to have their music on the show as well and be heard. And I've got a stonking set 3 for you, so don't go away, and I'm going to go and get another cup of tea.
listening to Spectrum On Air, the colourful voice of radio. Broadcasting live on spectrumonair.com, Get Me Radio and Mixcloud Live. And never fear, if you've missed your favourite programme, just find our Listen Again service on mixcloud.com. Spectrum On Air, putting the colour back into radio.
Thank you, the wonderful Mr. Steve Blacknell there. Did you know he's got a book out, Tales from the Bedroom Wall? It's one hilarious read. It's also quite sad in places because Steve writes the book as he speaks. There are no airs and their graces. You get what you get, and it's a wonderful read to take on holiday with you, or if you're on the sunbed. Right, we are going to launch into set 3. First up is another new artist for you that we've not played on the show before. This is 3 times 7, and this is Dressing for the Weather.
Dressing for the weather I want. Oh, dressing for the weather I want. Never mind the weather, I can make it better. I can make it shine, shine, shine. Like the weather I want. There ain't no stormy Mondays gonna bring me down. 'Cause I'm reaching high. I stand a little taller now. It only takes a little, only takes a little, only takes a little. Only takes a little hope, yeah. Only takes a little hope now. If I didn't know any better, I'd blame the weather too. Now hand me my favorite shoes. I'm dressing for the weather I want. Oh, dressing for the weather I want. Never mind the weather, I can make it better. I can make it shine, shine, shine. Like the weather I want. I'm dressing for blue skies, not the blues. Oh, I'm dressing for me. I'm dressing for me. And if the sky ain't the limit, it'll take just a minute, 'cause I know. Oh, I know. It only takes a little, only takes a little, only takes a little. Only takes a little joy, yeah. Only takes a little joy now. Whatever the weather, we're making it better, yeah. Now hand me my favorite shoes. I'm dressing for the weather I want. Oh, dressing for the weather I want. I'm pulling myself together for the weather I want. And I can bring the sun out every time. That's what I want. That's what I need, yeah. It's how I feel. And it's all for me, yeah. Dressing for the weather. Dressing for the weather. I'm not dressing for the weather. Oh, I dress for me, yeah.
3 times 7 there with Dressing for the Weather. They are musicians connected through their love of soulful blues music. They live and breathe it, from our travels to the clothes we wear and the people we meet. They've crafted their talents over the years and they've been performing worldwide. Great artists there for us to get to know, like and love. Next up, Northern Lyrics is back with another new track. This is 1,000 Stars, which is a cover version of a Billy Fury track.
Thousand stars in the sky, like the stars in your eyes. They say to me that there'll never be no other love like yours for me. A thousand stars in the sky make me realize you are the one love that I'll adore. Tell me you love me, tell me you're mine once more. Each night I count stars in the sky, hoping that you aren't telling me lies. You're with me tonight, I'm captured by your charms. Oh, pretty baby, won't you hold me in your arms? Thousand stars in the sky make me realize you are the one love that I'll adore. Tell me you love me, tell me you're mine once more. Each night I count stars in the sky, hoping that you aren't telling me lies. You're with me tonight, I'm captured by your charms. Oh, pretty baby, won't you hold me in your arms? A thousand stars in the sky make me realize you are the one love that I'll adore. Tell me you love me, tell me you're mine once more. Tell me you're mine once more.
So lovely to have those old tracks and those old artists refreshed by new artists covering them today. What a great compliment it is actually to those artists, because it brings them back to life for us, doesn't it? Now then, I've got some more tracks from Garnet Betts for you. You've heard Garnet on the show before. I've got quite a few to share from Garnet and I'm really looking forward to sharing them with you. This is 7,000 Days from the album Highfield.
There's no wonder home would call you south. Alessandra, the years made love and doubt. Half your life's been here. You're no longer the one who stepped down from the train. Who stepped down from the train so young. No longer a language on your own, Alessandra, for all the life you've known. Love and night school plans, the 100 years are gone. But lately you've been lonely and tired of being so strong. If you stop, start again, there's no telling where that will end. The northern lights will light all your Spanish ways. After 7,000 days, 7,000 days,
the spring so cold. No dancing in the square, but the sky danced green and gold. Will it be leaving here that lies awake with you? Do you belong where you began? In your Koyakan. But if you stop and start again, there's no telling where that will end. The northern lights will light all your Spanish ways. After 7,000 days, 7,000 days. Half your life's been here. You're no longer the one who stepped down from the train. Who stepped down from the train so young. But if you stop and start again, there's no telling where that will end. The northern lights will light all your Spanish ways. After 7,000 days, 7,000 days, 7,000 days. You belong where you began, in your Koyakan.
All the way from the Canadian prairie city of Winnipeg. That was Garnet Betts there with 7,000 Days from the album Highfield. Next up is Paul Griggs. Now that is a name you will remember, and I'll tell you a little bit about Paul when we come back. This is Learning the Game.
Hearts that are broken and love that's untrue, these go with learning the game. When you love her and she doesn't love you, you're only learning the game. When she says that you're the only one she's ever loved, then you find you were not the one she's thinking of. Feeling so sad, you're all alone and blue. You're only learning the game. When she says that you're the only one she's ever loved, then you find you were not the one she's thinking of. Feeling so sad, you're all alone and blue. You're only learning the game. You're only learning the game.
Paul Griggs there with Learning the Game, born in St Albans in Hertfordshire, played professionally in the band The Cortinas, formed in 1963, and The Cortinas released one single in 1968 on Polydor Records called Phoebe's Flower Shop, and were renamed Octopus the same year. After leaving Octopus, he joined Guys and Dolls. That's where you will remember him from. So it's great to have Paul on the show with us, and I love that track. Next up, you're going to love this lady. She is, shall we say, a mature artist. Bit like me really, but Linda Lamont, she puts a whole new spin on her storytelling as she gives us Don't Put It On Me.
to be a star as you strum on your guitar. Whatever you think you are, don't put it on me. I guess I know what you are playing, and I hear what you are saying, but I keep on praying, don't put it on me. 'Cause all I want is my baby by my side, but all you do is make me cry, cry, cry. So you think you are J.D. Crowe, picking strings on your banjo, but there's one thing I know, don't put it on me. No matter what you play on, it always makes me want to run. So I'm begging you, hon, don't put it on me. 'Cause all I want is my baby by my side, but all you do is make me cry, cry, cry. Is make me cry, cry, cry. Guess I have to be content as second fiddle to your instrument. But whatever your intent, please, honey, don't put it on me.
Did she have you singing along to that? I bet she did. Linda, I loved that. As usual, effervescent. And she's also a very good friend of Brian May. She wrote a song for Brian May and he adopted it for one of his eco projects that he's working on. Love that, Linda. I'm so pleased to have you back on the show. Right, next up is Madane's This Is Your Dog. This is about a song when your girlfriend's dog loves you more than she does. And this is asking her to love him like the dog loves him. Just listen to the lyrics in this.
Your dog, he loves you even more than I do. Your dog, he loves me more than you will. He's wagging his tail, he rubs on my knee. Maybe you can learn from him how to love me. Ow! It hurts when you don't. Ow! It hurts when you don't. Ow! It hurts when you don't love me. Ow! It hurts when you don't. Ow! It hurts when you don't. Ow! It hurts when you don't love me. Can't live without you. Your dog, just like me, whimpers when you leave. Your dog is my friend. He can smell my soul. Without your leash on, I may lose control. Ow! hurts when you don't. Ow! It hurts when you don't. Ow! It hurts when you don't love me. Ow! It hurts when you don't. Ow! It hurts when you don't. Ow! It hurts when you don't love me. And you're nasty cat. And you're nasty cat. Is it snow? Beating cry. Why? I don't wanna be forever your best friend. I don't wanna be forever just best friends. I don't wanna be forever your best friend. I don't wanna be forever just best friends. Ow! It hurts when you don't. Ow! Ow! It hurts when you don't. Ow! Ow! It hurts when you don't. Ow! It hurts when you don't. Ow! It hurts when you don't. Ow!
Madane's there with Your Dog. Madane's has a unique and melodic musical voice that walks the line between Elton John and Ian Dury and Frank Zappa, the fringe of mainstream. I love that for the quirkiness of it. Now then, we've got an artist who is working tirelessly. I've seen him on Facebook doing lots of gigs all over the place, and finally we've got him on the show. This is Michael Andrews with Feel the Heat.
Here in time, have we got what's left to find? In your mind, don't let these times pass you by. Be so kind, don't let those clothes fall behind. Can't read their minds, just empty words lost in time. Don't you worry, soon you will choose. Step out your door, they're just yesterday's news. Feel the heat rising over you now. It's been written, you gotta find a way out. They'll feel the heat when you don't bow. All their empty words, we're running out. Here in line, searching for the reasons why. Peace of mind is worth its weight, I hope you find. Be so kind, help us close and ease your mind. Time passes by, make the most of what's in your eyes. Don't you worry, soon you will choose. Step out your door, they're just yesterday's news. Feel the heat rising over you now. It's been written, you gotta find a way out. They'll feel the heat when you don't bow. All their empty words, we're running out.
Michael Andrews there with Feel Heat. Now, don't forget, if you are an artist and you would like your music on the show, you can reach out to me on any of the social media platforms, or you can head to our website, www.spectrumonair.com. There is a submission button there for you. Just go ahead and submit your music. But one thing I would ask you to remember, please make sure that your metadata information in the properties section of your track is filled in, because we have to report to PRS and PPL, and that's where you will be picked up and you will get the royalties for being on the radio. So please, it's an important part. Do send in artwork cover as well. And if you've got a music video that you would like to appear on XBTV1, season 5 is underway. We are in production at the moment. You can send that directly to xbtvsubmissions@gmail.com, and I promise you we will get you on those shows as soon as we can. XBTV1 reaches a global audience of 2 million. And I also want to tell you the other initiative that we've got with one of our other partners is the Gig TV Guide directory, www.thegigtvshow.com/directory, gives you the opportunity to put in your own EPK kit. Now, that directory has had a huge amount of people joining it. It is free, which means you can create your own bio on there, and that is where our festival partners will be taking artists from for the festivals that are happening all over the country. So it's well worth you spending an hour creating your profile on there too. Now then, the last track for set 3, because we're rinsing through tonight's show, I don't know how much time I've got left, is a brand new track, hot off the press. He's back with us, Trenton Green. This is Forever, and this is the new single about to hit the stores.
She's got dressed and gone home, and you already know that you won't be with her. Got your name on the phone, but the digits unknown. No, you won't be with her. After morning, early warning, phone you calling, she's ignoring. She'll post it, she said, yeah, the seed has been sown, but you already know that you won't. And let's go to the places she knows that you won't be with her. Try to get her alone, but she's glued to the phone. Yeah, you want to be with her. She impressed you in the kitchen when she said her friends were bitching. Yeah, girl, I tried to warn you. Snitches in the corner, but the seeds have been sown, and you already know that you won't be. Don't say it ain't right, don't say it's one night. Just say that you're mine and let it be forever. Don't say we won't fight, don't say you need time. This time's on my side and I can wait forever. I'd be too blind to notice. If only you'd show me, I'd be too blind to notice. And don't say it ain't right, it's only one night. Just say that you're mine and let it be forever. Don't say we won't fight, and I'll tell you lies to keep you outside, and it would be forever. It's your friends who decide if you are
Trenton Green there with Forever. We haven't heard from Trenton for a little while, so it's so great to have him back in the show. Hailing from Derby, he's also toured extensively in Europe, and he was previously the frontman and writer of Lost Vegas, whose EP Mexico reached number 10 in the UK iTunes chart, before going on to reach number 2 in Sweden and number 1 in Cyprus. And he famously collaborated with infamous prisoner Charles Bronson during the COVID pandemic to raise awareness of mental health issues surrounding isolation, which hit the major tabloids in 2021. That was hot off the press, and guess what? We're going into the last set. I think I need a cup of tea before we get into the last set, and I don't know how much time we've got left, so stay with me here on Spectrum On Air, the colourful voice of radio, for set 4 in just a minute. Oh, I've got to be quick because we're on to the last set, so I'm going to kick off the last set with Power Rob. This is from the album Dark Star, and this is Dangerous, and I'm dangerously running out of time.
Am I alive? Hold fast, we gotta realize. Am I out of line? Some stories never testify for forever. As the faces gather against all odds, see the aliens in the bench from mob. We are complex people in complex times. See the calm out of problems and calm out eyes. I'm temporary. It's necessary to fight this feeling, but I mean it face to face. We're dangerous. You know it's always been the game for us. When the time stops, when your heart drops, it's dangerous. I got a feeling there's a way for us, and we'll never surrender. Hold fast and never lie. In the sleepless nights when you feel despised, hold fast and 9 to 5. There's an army alive and a stalemate of eyes. Be the vicious specter that's here to stay. See me traveling against the grain. Will you face the madness that gives you force? Will you nigger your bones to turn it around? Ooh, I'm temporary. Ooh, it's necessary to fight this feeling, but I mean it face to face. We're dangerous. You know it's always been the game for us. When the time stops, when your heart drops, it's dangerous. I got a feeling there's a way for us, and we'll never surrender. Standing in line or standing on. It's just gotta take a minute. It's do or die.
Power Rob from the Dark Star album, and that was Dangerous. And that reminds me that I have updated the Beastie tracks for you on Spotify. The link will be in my Facebook promo with all of the artists that you're listening to tonight, so you can listen to them all over again without me gibbering away in the background. Next up is Kid Burn featuring Max Cruz. This is Dreams, and this is from the album Fooled by the Rush of Growing Up.
Open up your eyes. There's a new love that's coming.
Kid Byrne featuring Max Cruz there with Dreams from the album Fooled by the Rush of Growing Up. And don't worry, you'll be able to find them on the Beastie Tracks. They're all there for you, so you'll be able to go and look them up, like, follow and share. And please do add the Beastie Tracks playlist to your playlist too, so that we can get extra exposure for these artists. Next up is another Aztec record artist for you. This is Arcade Beach. This is Wild Sons, and this is from the album Music for Night Drives. Another one for the Beastie Tracks for you to listen to. That was Arcade Beach with Wild Sons from the album Music for Night Drives. Now then, the last artist, boo-hoo for tonight's show and who is going to play us out is Ren. This is Never Mind the Rain. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit about Ren because it actually echoes some of my sentiments. We don't often get the time to create music that we love and enjoy because we have other constraints, businesses to run, mortgages to pay, children to ferry to school. So Ren, like me, has decided that the time came when he wanted to experiment with his own music creation, and having studied music and all the rules and the regulations of it all, he decided that he wanted to break them all and do his own music that he wanted to listen to. And that's a little bit like me. I don't like constraints. I don't like to be trapped into formalities. I like the freedom and the expression that music creation gives me, and I like the fact that you can do whatever you want, and that's what Ren does. He creates music that is a little different from the norm and maybe breaks some musical rules out there. So enjoy Never Mind the Rain from Ren, and I will say goodnight, God bless. Thank you so much for joining us here on Spectrum on Air, the colourful voice of radio, and me, Suzanne Letting, here on Let's Get It On. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you next week. Take care. Bye bye now.